Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russie from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. But then again, you all know that, don't you? That's why you've tuned in. Today I'm joined by THEO from Essex, and we've got a video coming out that was shot at the weekend in Essex. That comes out tonight at 6 p.m. And this is going to go out tonight straight after it, 6:30. So okay, or it might be 6:45. I'm not sure. Probably 6:30 straight after it. I feel that we have to add something to that because since we did the filming at the weekend, Big John Fury, big fighting man that don't fight, man that fights on the hard road, a serious dude. He in between snapping jaws and MI6 looking for him and gonna have to kill him and all that utter madness. He spoke on Boxing Social. He mentioned Mick's name, so I feel like we have to address that. And there's a couple of other people that we need to address because my inbox is chock-a-rooney. So, all right. How do you make?
Good,
all right, let me just take my top off 2 seconds. Getting a bit hot in here. I've just been training, so I tend to keep my jacket on when I train. I keep trying to keep my muscles warm. Are you keeping all right, mate?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Yeah,
good. I've jotted a few things down. I feel like we need to address this. It's coming to end now, isn't it? To weekend, it's Sunday 14th. You know, we've given John Fury a deadline, but I think there's a few things we need to address. Let's first of all start off with Ray Hill. This is this guy who apologised to you, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah,
he said that you went round some gaff with a shooter and Lenny McLean and shot the place up and killed his dog. Then he retracted it a week later and said he got all confused and it wasn't you and all that. Well, he's piped up again, hasn't
he? What do you mean?
I don't know. He said that. He said that.
You mean one of the pipes?
No, it's that, mate.
Oh, is that? Oh, fucking know. He's probably on it still, mate. Fucking lost it, isn't he? Eh?
Well,
once a piper, always a piper.
Well, he's piped up and says this Matty's going to do that. I don't know that. To be fair to that Matty, if it is him, and I think it was, he's apologised in an email twice to me. He's saying he's a bit embarrassed and that he's not. He shouldn't have said that he was going to come down to your place to work and tear into you and all that. So he got a shock of his life. But so is the apology accepted, mate? As well, that's two.
Listen, honestly, I don't want to talk about these idiots. Honestly, we shouldn't even give them the breath out of our mouth for them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They want to do whatever they want to do. Whatever they do, let them fucking do it. Excuse my French, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Oh well, they both apologised at various times after saying what they've said. They both, Ray Hill's apologised in here, and Matty's apologised in an email. So I think he's going to get. He said the video is going to get took down on Liam Galvin or something. So if a man's apologising, he said something out of line. But if you don't want to talk about it, Mick, fair enough. But okay. Big John says that he's not going to fight you and put money in your pocket. Not that you need it, but he don't want to fight in exhibitions. He only wants to fight in real fights like real men. Now, but you and John weren't going to have an exhibition. It was going to be a real fight, wasn't it? Is there some confusion there, Mick?
Well, he's just trying to get out of this fight with me and him. He's coming out with so much rubbish and garbage. He's just trying to winkle himself slowly out of it. That's what it is, mate. That's what he's trying to do.
Well, if you go up there to fight him up there and you have a straightener on the hard road, nobody's going to get paid. There's going to be no going to charity. And it could be a free-for-all, and it might not be a controlled environment. Somebody could get maimed or serious and all that. Police involved, courts, lawyers, prison, all that. He don't need to go down that route. It were a controlled environment before. Queensberry rules in a ring, a proper fight with a ref on it. And how's it got away from that? It's like
does Tyson Fury go on the cobbles and fight Wilder? Never going to happen. Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two pros, I ain't going to go on there when they ain't going into the arena, do it properly. You know what I mean? That's the way it is, isn't it? He just a get out clause for him. That's what he wants. He's got no arsehole. He's a shitter, and that's what he's about. Yeah. Otherwise, it's been over a year, Russ. Why wouldn't anyone come out? Listen, he's the bigger man. He's the ex-pro. You know what I mean? Listen, because I haven't had a fight in a ring, it don't, like this other fella's going on about, the prick that wants to come down and do me when he sees me. Doesn't mean someone hasn't fought or had a punch up, does it? Or I do it every day in the ring. Do you know what I mean? I'm active. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Been doing it for years, 25 years, 30 years nearly. Yeah. Because they ain't seen me fight in the ring, there's nothing about me fighting. They think I'm an easy target. Well, come on then. You know what I mean? Simple.
All right.
But John must know something about me because he only does simple targets, doesn't he? He must have found out something from somewhere, which we know where he's found out, or he's probably told. Yeah.
He was talking on that Boxing Social video like he's public enemy number one. I mean, he was talking like he was some big serious gangland enforcer, and that's totally not true. John, for years, has sold Citroen Berlingo vans and Renault Kangos vans from a site in Manchester, from where he lives. I don't know where all this gangland enforcer things come from. I was talking to a friend of mine from Salford last night about it, and he was rolling about on the floor on phone. See, we don't know if John's trolling people or if he's just making fantasy island stories up. For example, John, well, I'll address this to you, John, because I know you're watching. I've got your attention, haven't I, John, now? You said, John, and I quote, in my prime as a boxer, I was ranked number 3 in Britain, number 5 in Europe, and number 30 in the world. Now, going back on the independent rankings from when your career started, John, 1987 April to 95 June, we've gone back to end of September actually last year, because some magazines and independent rankings are usually 90 days behind, a bit like Ring Magazine. We've gone through all of them, Border Control rankings back in the day, KO Magazine, the lot, Boxing News, everything. There were no box rec then. You're not on any of it, John. There's no man called John Fury, Johnny Fury, Little Johnny Fury, and Jonathan Fury. Nobody of that name. Somebody said that your proper name is not Fury, it's Partridge. I don't believe that, but I've checked for John Partridge, Jonathan Partridge, and Little Johnny Partridge. There's nobody of them names ranked number 3 in Britain, 5 in Europe, 30 in the world. So is that story a bit like the one in the Sun newspaper with the £100,000 bare knuckle champion from Ireland who came over that you knocked out for 100 grand? Is that more Fantasy Island stuff, or are you trolling, John? Because these are not just little lies either. These are whoppers. These are massive whoppers on a massive scale. But for somebody to say they're ranked 30 in world, 5 in Europe, 3 in Britain, and never won an area belt, never won anything, I don't know what to make of it all, Mick. Is it Fantasy Island stuff or Jackanory?
Both, innit? Same thing. Well, everything's about him is Jackanory, isn't it? You know, if he's anyone, any name, any X-rated or whatever he wants to call himself, come out and fight me. You know what I mean?
Do you remember what I said to you the other night after the Boxing Social thing? I said, watch what happens tomorrow. You'll see John Fury back in that Nottingham kids boxing club saying he just wants to work with kids and give back to the community. He went there once a month ago after his last outburst. Do you remember? I said to you, he'll be back there, but he didn't. He topped it off. He went to Liverpool to do something for charity for Children's Hospital, which is brilliant, but it's all a bit orchestrated. The day after his ranting video where MI6 are after him and everything's a conspiracy and he's public enemy number 1 and he's admitting he's a man of violence and just ranting off like a lunatic. And then the day after, he's saving lives at an hospital. I don't know what to make of the guy. Is the guy crackers in head? or is he just trying to manipulate the press? But have they manipulated the press for too long now? And is it overkill? Because Tyson's been blamed for Wilder fight not happening. He's been blamed for Joshua fight not happening. And he's not doing any fighting whatsoever. Are these people just playing with everybody's emotions and boxing fans' in heads and taking piss? Or are they serious? I mean, I don't believe a word that comes out of their mouths. Either of them, Tyson as well now, after the 7 million to charity thing and all the other mental health stuff. What are these people, just fantasists and just fame-seeking liars? I don't know. What do you think?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I don't know, but I did. Well, I was right. When I watched John Fury's PR thing tomorrow. 12 hours, what was it? 12, 14 hours later, boom, straight away after that. Why not just take the video down on Boxing Social? Just take it down. Because a lot of it in it was just Jackanory, Fantasy Island stuff. Pure Fantasy Island. And I know I've got your attention, John. I know, but the people around you, like you, Spencer Brown, you know it's Fantasy Island, but you're just going to put your head down because you want to get a few quid out of the job. See, people lose the morals, Mick. I was speaking earlier on a video at members area. A lot of people in boxing had a lot to say about these YouTubers coming into the sport. Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, everybody had plenty to say, Floyd Mayweather. But as soon as there was an opportunity to earn millions, these people, they just had tunnel vision and they just shut everything out of their heads and just battened down the hatches and went for it. And that's a big problem in boxing. And another big problem in boxing is manipulation of the press. People being given platforms, their own platforms on social media or other people's platforms, to just spread their own propaganda, which is total lies. And a lot of these platforms are not pulling these people up on the bullshit. They're just refusing to get involved and ask them the proper questions because they want access. Do you feel that this is a problem, mate, that we've got now?
Well, it's become like a fashion now, isn't it? What's going on with this call-out business from non-boxers, to YouTube fighters and to all sorts of. I mean, none of this was happening before I called John out, was it? It's all started happening after I called him out. Did you notice that? Yeah,
I noticed it. Yeah, I noticed it, man. But what do you think's the what do you think? So the answer to it all, mate? Do you think people should keep their mouth shut, or if they're calling somebody out, go get at it with them? Because let's not get everything mixed up here. Let's start from the very beginning, which were like April last year. John called any man out over 50. You were the only one who accepted. A date was booked, May the 28th. Since then, since that date got booked, John, before that date, called it on at a gym in Manchester, am I right? And said, you've got to come up here tomorrow, and if you don't, it's off. That's how he nipped it in the bud. Do you feel that he's the one that stopped this fight happening between you and him?
Of course. 100%. Like you said, that's the way out for them, like, isn't it? That's how they work. And look what he's doing now, Russ. He's doing exactly the same now as what he'd done just over a year ago. Yeah. Forget you bum. I'll fight Mike Tyson. So he doesn't want to get in the ring and show his body off, but he wants to fight Mike Tyson with his showing his body off. And he's doing the exact same now. He's done a 360, and he's talking about fighting proper people, proper fights. Yeah. Well, what do you think? I'm going to fucking dance around. Hey?
It's a bit like the 7 million that Tyson gave to charity. Once they were questioned about it, they just shut it down, didn't they? And I think that's what's happened with you. You've become a hindrance to John's ego. And I think they shut you down by not giving you airtime. But we've created now a little bit of an avalanche with billboards going up. And who's to say that's going to be the end of them? And there's other little things that are planned. And they can't ignore it. And when you've got people like Boxing Social lads asking questions, why aren't the other big media outlets on YouTube asking? Why aren't IFL asking John about you? Why aren't Behind the Gloves Michelle Phelps? Because these people want access to Tyson, don't they? But the man in the street knows, and the general boxing fan knows. The John Fury diehards don't know, but a lot of them accounts that send abuse on here, they're off the same IP address because our tech guys told us. So a lot of it will be the same people. It's a small minority. But do you feel that sooner or later he's got to come and fight you in a ring, Mick? Because I believe he has to do now for his credibility. Because his credibility's shot to bits. The travelling people we spoke to down your way, is it Hoddesdon, up that way, Hertfordshire, and the people I speak to in Sheffield and in Doncaster, these are travellers. They're embarrassed by John Fury, embarrassed.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think, mate?
100%, you know.
You think he's got to come out and fight you, Queensby rules, and get it
He's got to come out
on?
and fight, he's got to come out and fight me and take me out to get his credibility back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which he's just a shitter, isn't he? He ain't got it in him.
Yeah.
That's why he's swerving me. Why would you want to swerve someone that's an easy target for you? Like, you know, they're like easy targets. Why do you want to swerve me?
Yeah.
You know? To get your name back. Why would you swerve someone easy? Never had a fight.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, mate. I see where you're coming from, yeah. Yeah. Okay then. Moving on then to other things in boxing. Did you watch the boxing at the weekend, mate?
I watched a couple of fights, yeah.
Which fights did you watch?
The Joyce.
Pardon?
That was the main one. That was the main one I watched. Joyce, Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce didn't fight at weekend, Mickey. It was Galahad.
Sorry, the other fight, the week before I watched it. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Galahad and you didn't watch the Galahad one then, no? I
didn't watch that, no, because I was meant to watch it with you and but I said it was just too late for me, and so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Joe Joyce wins the world title, mate?
He's got potential to do it. I don't want to put the guy down. I think he's a unit. It just seems very slow, doesn't he? When he's throwing a punch, it's like you can see it coming. Like it's very slow. But listen, if he lands, he's going to do damage, isn't he? Which he shows he can do damage. He's up there, isn't he? I think him and Dylan White would match up together nice and see how that went before you put him in for a title shot.
Yeah. I know you're big on loyalty, mate. Massive on loyalty. Now, I was just looking at some statistics earlier. Mick Hennessy, Carl Froch debut, Darren Barker debut, Tyson Fury debut, Hughie Fury debut, Chris Eubank. You know, they all went on to win world titles. Then Hughie didn't. He was robbed against Parker, but Junior Witter won a world title with Mick, a WBC. Do you feel that Mick Hennessy doesn't get the respect that he should, because all them weren't Olympians? Do you feel that Mick Hennessy needs a little bit more respect from the general boxing fan?
100%, definitely. You know, he's got one coming up. He had one the other day, didn't he?
Oh,
Mick Hennessy, one of his fighters, no? That he signed up. We was talking about it the other day.
Galahad, he had Galahad from debut, British, Commonwealth, European, but then he left and he just won a world title on an Eddie Hearn show.
Oh, I thought he was still with him, sorry.
No, he left him a while ago, but point I want to make, and Mick Hennessy stood by him and got Galahad his drug ban reduced from 2 years to 18 months for his drug ban, and paid for all that behind the scenes because he believed in him. Mick Hennessy is boxing through and through, and I just feel that looking at his CV and what he's done with kids that have not been to Olympics, I think it's nothing short of a miracle. It's a miracle what he's done. And I just feel that I think boxing fans should start to give Mick Hennessy a little bit more respect, because he's a loyal soldier, Mick, I believe. I just think he just deserves a bit more respect, that's all. His CV speaks for itself, and he took Tyson Fury to the promised land, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, all right then, Mick. Well, just a quick video today. Hope you're well.
All good, mate.
I think we've addressed the problems with the issue with Ray Hills and Matty Howard. They've obviously both apologised, so that's good.
Well, there was a thing on the was it last night? I was looking at Ray was saying I think don't know, something about Matt, he still wants to fight me and he's training this and that. I've told him before, I'm not interested in fighting anyone else apart from John. So don't waste your training and your time and your efforts because I'm not interested. At least I'm a man, not like John, because I've given John a whole year to say he doesn't want to fight me. And I said, that will be it. Yeah. I'm telling that arsehole, Matty, train as much as you want, mate. I'm not interested. If you want to do what you want to do it. Yeah. Got no more to say about you.
Matty, right, Mick's not going to fight you at ring, it ain't going to happen. So it's on you now. So get you sent down to Mick's car wash in Hornchurch. Get you sent down there and do what you've got to do. Mick's there all the time. He's there now. Get you sent down and get at it. Or shut your mouth. All right? I don't know you. Don't want to know you, mate. But you've shut your mouth off. I got that. It's a John Fury line. No, I don't know you, Matty. Yeah. But
don't know you. Don't want to know you.
Don't know you. Don't want to know. Get down to Mick's car wash and get stuck in, mate. Because you've said it now, haven't you? And now you've got 6 weeks, 6 days to go. Because then you said you wanted 2 months before you went down. So in 6 weeks, 6 days, you've got to go down to Mick's car wash, haven't you? Because he ain't going to fight you in the ring. All right. So, all right. As for the other guy, he's 70 odd, and we'll put him back in his box, shall we? He's the Ray guy.
He suck his sticky ball there, can't he?
Want to hear a bit of a tasty geezer back in day, Mick? Somebody said. No,
I ain't got a clue, mate. Never heard of him.
All right.
So he's got lung. He's just come out of a lung problem. Otherwise, he will take me as well. You know, one of them fucking Jack Norris.
Yeah.
But anyway,
mate, go sit.
I don't want to lose my temper and get excited for these idiots because they're not worth it. You know what I mean? They're not in my caliber. Put it that way.
All right then. So we've put we've put that to bed now. Bang. Pop, pop, bang. And we've put the John Fury situation to bed. John Fury, look, you're not a roadman killer. You're not a gangland enforcer. You tell lies for a living. Your tour's called The Truth Tour. It's pure lies. You're a fantasist. World rank 30, Europe 5, Britain 3. Never happened, wouldn't happen. We've got it all in from independent rankings. It took me 2 hours to do that. 2 hours to go through your lies. 100 grand bare knuckle fights. We've got a man here who gets sent down, cries it dock, and he's carrying off like he's a roadman killer. One look off somebody and he snaps the jaw. Utter fantasy island stuff. You were like a mouse in jail, John. A mouse. My mate were on the same wing as you. Stop with your fantasist bullshit. Stop it. People who buy into it are fucking idiots. Bullshit. Utter rubbish. Jackanori. I get fucking more wound up than you. There's only one gang. I know. Mate, there's one gangland enforcer from that family. And it's not John. There's only one from that family in him. And we know who that is, don't we? Was a gangland enforcer. He now is a God-fearing man and a boxing trainer. And it's his brother Peter. But John, stop trying to be Peter. Well, I think that's about it, Mick. We've hit the nail on the head. My phone will be red hot in the next 12 hours. We'll be leaving me some nice messages. Keep the hate coming. Because I put it on my toast in the morning. I spread it on my toast. Keep it coming. Because it means I'm doing my fucking job right. All right, Mick. I'm going to get off because I'm going to go do a Mike Mensa back workout now. Bit of T-bar rowing. Hey, mate, can I just ask you something? You know T-bar rowing? I started doing it, pushing an Olympic bar into the corner because we haven't got a proper T-bar thing. When you've finished doing it, do you feel that you're best off finishing off with your arms because you've already got a bit of a pump on anyway?
Can do, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, great. Yeah.
All right, then, mate, I will.
But that's good. We always used to put it in the corner back in the day. The old bar.
Oh, did you? The old school?
Yeah, it was always in the corner until the machines, they made a machine, you know what I mean? But it was good, yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, then, mate. Well, you have a great day then, pal, and I'll speak to you later.
Remember, when you pull it up, pull your chest out and then let it go and out. You got it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like that, yeah?
Yeah. And then let it right out straight and then you pull it back out again.
All right, then, mate. I will.
Well, you can only go to there, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. All right, then, mate. It's a bit of a training tip. Bit of a training tip here from the man.
I like what you said today. It's all correct. No lies there. It was the opposite position, Mr. Fury, that was giving all the lies and has been for many years. And it's a sad agenda he had to, or he's not going to fight, and leaves himself as a shitter of the world.
All right then,
I'll
mate.
say.
Peace out, mate.
Take care.